Hey guys, today we are seeing if inZOI is LGBT friendly or not, and there has been a lot of discourse about this online, and to be fair, there haven't really been any content creators that I've seen anyway who are actually playing as LGBT characters in the game. I personally actually attempted to create a gay character in the game and it didn't go very well, and that's because every single pre-made townie was straight, so it was literally impossible for me to find a relationship. So this time we're going to be doing a little bit more experiment. I'm going to be making two characters. We'll make them both charmer. Maybe that'll make romance easier. Desired life romance. And if we click on change gender identity here, you can see firstly we've got males and females, and we've got like the they thems. Although I don't really, you guys know, like I'm not work, I don't really know what that is, so I'm not testing that today because I just don't get it. They've also got interested in romantic relationships or not, so you can make somebody who's asexual, and you can also do attracted to. So I'm going to be making him only attracted to men. I'm also going to add a family member. This time we'll do a woman. We'll take off her sunglasses because that's not vibe. We want to see your face. And she's just attracted to females. Now, another thing, I'm going to try and get these characters to actually hook up and be romantic with like a randomly generated townie. But I also want to make two more who are just a couple, just so we can see how the interactions go. So if we go into edit relationship between these two, we can make them partners. Although this is where it starts to feel a little bit homophobic. So when you make two male characters, okay, together, you can't make them husbands. It's just partner. But then if I take Billy and Haley, male and female, and I put them together, it says wife. Same the other way around. It says husband. It doesn't say partner. It says husband and wife. In other words, it looks like, I don't know because we haven't jumped into gameplay yet, but I'm assuming based off of this that you can't have gay marriage. They're probably doing some, do you guys remember during the recession they came up with that like civil partnership thing that was around for a couple of years and then they got rid of it and just let gays get married? Like, it's kind of like that, which is really funny, and honestly it's a bit offensive, to be honest. Don't come at me with the marriage is a religious thing bullshit, because most people who get married are not religious. This is true. So I'm just quickly adding this lady to the household, and we're going to try and match her with the other lady, Haley, and oh, see, look, it's partner. It's not actually husband or wife. So, okay, constructive criticism to the inZOI team. If you're going to make gays simply be referred to as partners, just make straights also, instead of having husband and wife, just do partner. Just make it partner for everyone. That way you don't run the risk of pissing people off and it's equality. You're welcome. Now, let's talk about trans. So I just want to say, okay, like every single trans person I've known to, like in The Sims, they just play as just like a man or a woman. In The Sims, there is so much like gender, sex customization, but every single trans person I know, because it makes sense. Like, okay, if you're like a trans man, you're just going to play as a man because you see yourself as a man, your eyes, your head, you're a man. So you just play as a man. Do you know what I mean? It's same the other way around. Like if you're a trans woman, you'll just play as a female character because you're a woman. That's it. Like you just play, so you just play as a woman. I do not know a single trans person who's like, do you know what? I'm going to give my sim masculine frame body, but make them wear feminine clothing, but I'm going to have them have breasts and use the toilet sitting, but not so, like nobody's doing that. Do you know what I mean? And I've said this before, and most of my trans viewers have agreed with me. Like if you're trans man, you just play as a man. If you're trans woman, you just play as a woman because that's what you are. So that's fine. So I don't really think it's a bad thing that they don't have trans options, but something that they do have, by the way, is okay, if we change the ZOI preset to make her look like super obviously feminine right here, okay, this is objectively feminine, okay, I can change her gender to male and it's got more of a masculine frame, but it's still very feminine. So if you really wanted to, you could change your frame, but you could still, like, this is technically a man, but it looks feminine. So if you really wanted to do the whole masculine feminine frame thing, you can, but again, I just can't see any other trans people doing that really. So inZOI, I think, already loses one little point for being indirectly homophobic with the use of language of partner versus husband and wife. So we've all moved into our house. If you're wondering why there's random beds like in the middle, it's because the pre-made houses don't have enough beds for a big family. So who's in a relationship? I actually can't remember. Oh wait, these two are partners. Set the mood right in front of the bed. So I'm just gonna go straight. Well, not straight. He's not interested. Wait, do they even have like a romance bar together? This is my partner. We don't even have a relationship with each other yet. Oh dear. So even though I set us as in a relationship, we're not. So I'm thinking we just have to do like generic friendly interactions first. Something we will do to make this Let's Play a lot easier is if I work out how to open the city management menu, I think we do it through the phone, click schedule. There we go. So we can go into manage city and we can make friendship gain, romantic gain, like go up really high. Family relationships highest. Something we don't have is the ability to set like, okay, something that they had in, do you guys remember the game Life by You that got cancelled? So something that they had in that game is the ability to edit like the sexuality of the general population. From my experience so far, every single family, every single person in inZOI is straight. I haven't come across anybody who's not straight. I wonder if there's any pre-mate townies. I can't find any that could be a gay couple, so there probably isn't any. Anyway, I'm just trying to do romantic interactions now and it's genuinely not working very well. It's only working if we do like generic social interactions. Do we even have a romance bar? He's caught off guard by the unexpected closeness. I mean, they're literally supposed to be in a romantic relationship. Although, am I being dumb? Because it says current family level affectionate, but it doesn't, there's not like a romance meter. Am I being stupid? But it seems like there's literally not like a romance meter. What are they even doing? Are they going to the bed? Because I did get them to do an interaction where they get on the bed. Oh, the whole screen's gone blurry and they're basically but in a very family friendly way, which is why there's hearts everywhere. Oh, it's gone black now. I've done something. Oh, look at that. Oh, well, there we go. This is the first time I've experienced a woohoo cutscene. So, do you want to know how we woohooed? What was it? It was called set the mood in front of the bed. So they don't directly say woohoo. They call it setting the mood. So it looks like gays can it's confirmed. We can set the mood in front of the bed. Well, there we go. We can only have civil partnerships in inZOI, but we can at least rail each other. Although where are they going? I don't know why they're standing outside. Are they coming back in the bedroom? Oh, I like how there's an interaction spray with fabric refresher. Do you know what? We will do that after we finish woohooing. That seems like a normal thing to do. What would happen, guys, if I got somebody else to walk in whilst they're doing it? Should we get this lady to run over? We're going to make her watch the... Oh my God. Is anything gonna... I don't think anything's going to happen. Although she's embarrassed. He's embarrassed as well. Wait, yeah, they're both embarrassed. No, look at the reason why they're embarrassed. That's actually really funny that they're embarrassed because they've caught them doing it. That's actually hilarious. To be fair, in The Sims, they don't always. Oh, look, the Zois who railed each other also feel embarrassed. So there we go. Now let's play as Haley. Let's try and find a lesbianese friend, a special friend, as my mum calls it, because she comes from an era where they're not homophobic. They just don't know how to express it very well. So she says my special friend. Not that I have a special friend. You guys know I'm chronically single. Okay. For once, I'm going to go into WASD mode and we're just going to like walk somewhere and find a waifu. Can we cross? I don't know. Let's pray I don't get bloody run over. I don't actually know. Guys. Oh no, we're in the road. Oh no, we've got to get out. Okay, we can't go in. Oh no, guys, I've got to run because you can get run over and you can die in this game. I'm just running around aimlessly to find like a community lot or something. Oh wait, she wants to go to the North Beach. You know what? Let's go. I've probably taken us in the totally wrong direction. Yeah, right. We're literally going in the opposite direction. I kind of wish there was like a mini map mode for this game. That would be really useful. We're now at the beach. I'm just going to speak to every single woman that I come across and we'll see if we can have a lesbianese relationship relationship with somebody else. Greet lovingly. Is that a bit too much? So you can ask about romantic relationships and things, so you can actually see what their sexuality is. Well, we've learned that she's seeking relationships, but she's only attracted to men. And yeah, this is basically, guys, what happened the first time I tried this. And I went through so many pre-made ZOIs and they were all straight. I just feel like, okay, in The Sims, every single sim is basically like open, like every single random. I think that there is a sexuality feature in the game, and some of the pre-made townies, they do actually have selected sexualities, but for the most part, okay, most of the townies, like, they are just openly bisexual, and randomly generated ones do not have a sexuality, so you can do it with anyone. And I just know I'm going to get some snot-nosed homophobic viewer, but SatchOn doesn't reflect real life. Not everybody is bisexual in real life, yes, but the whole point of a life simulation game like this is that it's just kind of like your world, your game, where you do what you want to do, you be who you want, you do what you want with others. It's that kind of open life simulation game experience where it doesn't necessarily have to reflect every single thing in the real world. So I think it's perfectly fine and reasonable to allow other ZOIs to be bisexual with you, with your personal character. Oh, she's saying she's married. I didn't know that, though she's seeking romantic relationships. I mean, if you're married, mate, fair enough. Try find somebody else. Rebecca Willie. Oh no, she's definitely married. I know she's married. Olivia, I cannot tell if she is an adult or a teen. So we're just going to have to gamble here for a minute. Oh, she's not interested. Oh dear. So she's unmarried, but she's only attracted to men. As an experiment, I actually want to see what would happen if we just like flirted with her a little bit, if she would even reciprocate it slightly, or if it's just like absolutely no way, like sexuality is very rigid in this game. I mean, compliment hairstyle, that's not really a romantic thing, but I guess it kind of is. But then you do that with friends. I mean, our romance with her has actually gone up a tiny bit, which is really interesting. Try out a pickup line. First impression, made it clear from the start she wasn't into my character, which was disheartening. Although our romance, oh no, our romance level's gone down. I thought it was going up, but no, it went down. So yeah, I'm pretty certain in this game, homosexuals don't fucking exist. Here's the thing, like, it seems like you can create your own character as a homosexual, but you can't necessarily do it with other characters. There's a fire in the family house. Oh gosh, I don't care if there's a fire in my house right now. I don't care. I just want to get railed. Is it that hard? I don't know. There's a hotel and lounge. We could go to the hotel and lounge. Maybe there's people there. The fire in the house has been extinguished. Well, that's lovely. I wasn't really bothered about our house fire anyway, to be honest. So we are at the Elegance Hotel. I mean, it's a romantic sounding name. I wonder if they'll include love hotels. One of the biggest criticisms about this game is that it feels a little bit lifeless and not very sexy, so they could always do that. Although I thought this would be like a lounge, but there's no bars in inZOI. I just realized, like, there's literally no bars or clubs or anything. We'll try flirt with this lady here, see if she's interested at all. Nope. It's just like an outstanding nope immediately. They don't even there's no attempt. It's like they refer to this as your ZOI's preferences. Like every ZOI has an attracted to preference, but preference means it's preferred. If every single ZOI is straight, then that's not a preference. That's just every ZOI is straight. Yeah, gays do not exist in this game unless you make your own character gay, but then it's basically impossible to have a romantic relationship with somebody else, which just feels a little bit crap, to be honest. It feels like some kind of suppression. As I've said, in terms of the whole gay, the only way to do it is to make them in CAS. And as I said before, having homosexuals as partners but straight people as husband and wife, what you're doing is you're putting real world politics into a video game, which doesn't really make any sense. And again, when it comes to having gay characters in the game, as you can see, I haven't come across any. I've spoken to a lot of people, including people off camera, and there should be at least, if if they want to make it optional sexuality, then at the very least, what the inZOI development team should be doing, in my opinion, is making it so that you can change it in terms of like population. If they really wanted to, why can't they make a setting where it's like how many Zois are gay or how many are straight or bisexual or something, and you can maybe move it up and down like a percentage or something. That way, that's a good compromise, because then straight people are allowed to be homophobic if they want to, but then gay people also get to be gay in the game, because right now you can't be unless you're already tied down in a relationship with somebody else, which means that if you're playing as a gay character, okay, my female Zoi, I'm not really going to be able to get her to go through the whole marriage thing. Like, I'm not going to be able to play as her and date other Sims, get married to other Zois, sorry. So it basically means the game doesn't really function in the same way as it would if I was playing a straight character, which is very much giving 90s. And I know you're going to say, but Satch, inZOI is a Korean game, so gays exist in Korea, don't they? Regardless of real world politics, politically in Korea, they're very much more conservative. Therefore, a lot of people there don't believe in gay equality, or they don't know about it. They're not as educated. But as I said before, does real world politics belong in a life simulation game, which is inherently quite personal? The way we all play a life sim game is a very personalized thing. So to say, oh, this game is made by a Korean developer, so they're allowed to be homophobic because they're Korean, like what are you actually talking about there? Because there are gay Koreans. I had sex with one once, so I know they exist. There just isn't an excuse, I think, considering that they've had a really rocky past with sexuality in this game. From the offset, they really creeped around sexuality in the game, and they confirmed that homosexuality does exist in inZOI. They did 100% confirm that after a little bit of backlash, but it's definitely something that wasn't in there from the start. There's been a few controversies with inZOI and sexuality, to be honest, and it seems like they've gone through one rule for straight people but another rule for gay people approach, and I just don't think that's very good. I think their approach to sexuality in the game is a little bit bigoted, and as I said, in a life simulation game, it's your game that you get to play. It's your perfect little fantasy world. So if you personally watching this video are a homophobe and you want to live in a homophobic Zoi world where everybody is straight, then I think that's great. You should be able to do that, but I should also be able to live in a inZOI world where my character can have at least one successful flirt interaction with a member of the same sex. It's just not possible. Unfortunately, there are some events like getting married that I just can't show you because the game literally won't let me be romantic with the same sex. So I can't form a relationship and get married with the same sex. So I can't show you those things. So with that being said, you might say that no, they can't get married, they can't have civil partnerships, they can't do anything really unless you pre-select it and create a Zoi mode. So I am disappointed with inZOI and their approach to sexuality. A lot of you guys have asked me to talk about it, and I hope that this has given you some clarification. You guys let me know what you think about that. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next video.